This one is the exclusive version by Carry Commission. Absolutely love this thing. The colors on it are pretty awesome. Has that awesome patch base, has the molly in the front. So we're going to jump right into this. What's going on, YouTube? Luke here from Crispy Donut Community. This past week we issued a challenge asking the community what is in their get home bag. Now a get home bag is a little different than a go bag in my opinion. In my opinion, a go bag is something that you're going to want longer term versus a get home bag, which is something, just a small little kit that you can use to help yourself get home in case of an emergency like a natural disaster or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not an expert on the situation or the topic. This is just stuff that I have learned throughout the years via self-taught YouTube and you know, watching a bunch of different YouTubers like Nut and Fancy and stuff like that with philosophy of use, and it's just, there's so many good videos out there that you can learn a lot from, but this is my example of a go bag, or I mean sorry, a get home bag versus my go bag. Now I can take this and I can throw this into my go bag, and that's why I've made it so small, and I prefer the bum bag. This one is the exclusive version by Carry Commission. Absolutely love this thing. The colors on it are pretty awesome. Has that awesome patch base, has the molly in the front. So we're going to jump right into this, and it does have a strap that you can snap or unsnap. That way you can throw it on if you need it. It does have that Velcro on the front, so if you didn't want to put morale style patches on here, you could put your own customized patches on there, whether it be your blood type or label it go bag, get home bag, whatever you wanted to do. You could do that with this front patch space. Now it does have that molly on the front, and I do keep a right in the rain pin right up front to start it out. It does have these pretty sweet zipper pulls on it. Makes it easy to access. Now we're just going to start pulling stuff out, and we will start naming things off. First off, we do have a tiny emergency survival guide. This thing is pretty sweet, and we will pop it open for a second to show what's inside. There you go. This is a pretty sweet little survival kit. It's not survival kit, I'm sorry, I apologize. Survival guide. Next up, next to that, we do have a box cutter. This one is the titanium Chub. Now we do have flints in here, extra flints for starting fires, and I will get into that later. Now some of this stuff, it is multiples or examples of what's already in a go bag per se, because one is none, two is one, so on and so forth. The more you have, the better in my opinion. Next up, we do have this lanyard attached to a titanium pin, and this is the I think it's Civivi pin, as well as an Exotac fire starter. This thing is pretty sweet. These are supposed to be waterproof or water resistant. I also have a little flap of duct tape that I have wrapped upon itself, because you can never go wrong with some duct tape. I also have the Quiet Carry. I forget the model of this knife, but it does have LCN 200, or LC200N, my apologies, LC200N steel on this, which is supposed to be corrosion resistant. That way, if I were to have to use it in any situation and it were to get soaking wet, it would still be good. I do have a camp style fixed blade in here. and this is designed by Jacob Peterson, Exodus Knife and Tool. This is the all black sterile edition, and I can throw this on my belt if I needed to. We have extra box cutter blades for that titanium Chub. This right here is one of my favorite pieces. I have used and abused this thing in the past. Let's see if we can get it to focus real fast. This is the CountyCom exclusive compass, and it is pretty sweet. I enjoy it. It works really well. It's super compact, and it does have that glow. I don't know if I can get that glow to show in the daylight, but we will try. It's not really showing up in the daylight. That's okay, you understand. Next up, I do have a backup pin. This is from Tactile Turn. This is a Zerk pin, I believe. It's a little quickie side click. Really enjoy that pin. I have an Olight i3T, and the reason I chose the i3T to go in this bag was due to the type of batteries it takes. It just takes a regular AAA battery. Now, in a situation that you're trying to get home after a natural disaster, whatever it may be, I think AAA, personally, this is just my opinion, right? I think AAAs are going to be the easiest to find if you had to scavenge. So there's that. I do have a camping strap in case you had to tie something down or attach something else. Let's say you find something else that you need, you can attach it to this, tie it to yourself, and now you have your hands free still. Another piece of CountyCom gear. This is their nylon string. I think it's nylon. I could be completely wrong on that. Let me know down in the comments. But it opens up like a little floss container, and I think that's genius. We absolutely love CountyCom over here at Crispy Donut Community. They are not paid sponsors of the channel, but we do have an affiliate code with them. So if you would like to go purchase anything from CountyCom, use code CDC10, save yourself a sweet little discount, support the channel. It helps us out. I also keep a couple Pro Peak chewy snack bars. These are frosted sea salt and caramel. There you go. And these are 150 calories each, so there's 2 of them, and I feel like that should be sufficient as far as just getting home or getting to the next location where you can find supplies or food. Next up, I have a 4-inch crescent wrench in case you have to work on something or, again, take something apart to scavenge it. A Wera Joker, because you never know if you need 2, one to hold, one to twist. And what do you know, another piece of CountyCom gear. This is a tape measure. You never know what you're going to need a tape measure for, whether you're measuring out rope or whatever you're going to do that you find. Next up, another piece of CountyCom gear. You're right, that's right, you guessed it. This is the titanium Matchbox that they have, and it does have the striker on the side. This thing is pretty sweet. We'll zoom in on that so you can see it. There's that striker, and then there's the inside. And it does have a lanyard spot in case you wanted to put on a lanyard. Next up, we have a Leatherman. This right here is the signal and the topographic pattern. It does have a locking blade on it, as well as a knife sharpener right there, which is pretty sweet. And it also has a striker so you can start fires, but most importantly, it has a couple things that some other Leathermans don't have, which is that striker plate so you can hammer stuff in. This thing is awesome. I really enjoy it. And if I absolutely needed to, I could clip it to my bag or something else because it does have that carabiner spot. I've got a Triari pry bar in here as well. Just a little pry bar just so you can pry things open if you needed to. And last but not least, I have a good old sack. This thing is awesome. This is the Raven the Pirate exclusive one. And this would be like a food knife or whatever it may be, but it also has scissors on it, and that is why this is in here. I like them full scissors on there, and it's also a backup screwdriver as well. This bag, all in all, will fit quite a bit of stuff, as you saw. Here's the inside. I do have the inserts in there from Blue Ridge, I believe. Let me see if it says on the front. Yes, Blue Ridge. This is a really good bag, and I really enjoy it. Now, everyone's bag is going to be different. I chose, like I said, I chose this one because it's small, it's compact, I can wear it on the front of my chest, and it's not over cumbersome. I'm big enough as it is without carrying a bunch of stuff. Also, what I can do with this bag, like I said before, I can take this get home bag and stuff it into my go bag if it were that style of situation, and now I have duplicates of things that I already have in my go bag on top of this. Something that is not in my bag but I do carry with me at all times that I think is important is this watch, and I'm going to include it in there because I feel like this is important enough to include. You should always know what time it is. It has your date, your time, and this one right here is the Big Eye Designs TI Daily Solar. I think they're like $275 to $300 roughly. I think we still do have an affiliate code with them. You can use CDC or Cdc10 to get yourself a sweet little discount and support the channel. This one, the way they designed it is you have your indicator right there, so if you are out and about and you're waiting for something to cook, you can set a timer for 15 minutes. So right now it is almost 9:30, so we're gonna put it at 9:35, and we're like, okay, we know at 9:35 that food's gonna be done cooking or whatever it is, and now you have a timer, which I really enjoy. This watch also is solar powered, so you shouldn't have to replace batteries on it very often, if ever. And it also has a glow in the dark feature where all the numbers glow and the hands glow, I believe. I know for a fact the hands glow, and I really, really enjoy this watch. So that's what's in my get home bag. Let us know down in the comments what you would change, what you would add. Make a video and tag us in it. Tell us what's in your go bag. Y'all stay safe out there.